Hi, we're the Womack sisters.
I know you've seen us on OK Player.
True.
I know you've seen us on TikTok.
True.
I know you've seen us on Good Day New York.
True.
I know you've seen us at Angela Yee Day.
True. So Nyla, what's up? We need to talk.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Symone here with a very special guest. 3 lovely ladies that I admire. We have the Womack sisters in the building.
Hi. Hi.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. You guys are so fly.
Oh my God.
Thank you, darling.
You
Same
are
to you.
You're so beautiful.
True queen.
Yes, that
Thank
endorsement
you.
is so before.
I appreciate that. And honestly, before we even get into it, because I want you guys to just open up and explain to people who you guys are individually and collectively. But I just want to give you guys your flowers because in this industry, I feel like there's so much pressure to sell sex and to have a certain image. But you guys are really unique for many different ways, you know, like your voice, your vocal abilities, but also like your style and how you carry yourself. So shout out to you guys for that.
Thank you.
But for those who don't know, who are you guys?
Yes, PG.
You want to take
Take it away.
away?
Well, as sisters, same mother, same father, we grew up on the road, traveling with our parents. Music has been a part of our lives from day one. A lot of us, there's 7 of us in total, 5 girls and 2 boys. Some of us were born on tour. Some of us were born right before studio sessions.
Delivered
Wow.
by our dad.
So the
No
music,
way.
all
He's
of
the
us.
doula.
He
What?
was
Yeah.
the one who
Midwife and
delivered
all.
us all.
They were mistreating my mother in the hospital, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm about to read as many books as I
Right,
can.
I ain't
I'm
gonna have
get a
that.
midwife.
I
You're not
love
going to
that.
kill my baby up there.
Exactly.
I love that.
You know?
And he brung us all in. And so we spent a lot of time with them while they crafted their records and songs they wrote for other people. Traveling with them and just seeing the impact that music has on us as people.
Inspired.
It makes us understand each other. It gives us the way, pretty much the ability to understand each other. Because as people, just all of our differences can kind of lead us in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And the thing that I always found so powerful about music from day one is that it makes you love and understand
Yeah.
someone you probably would have never understood or even looked at, because that message that's even carrying out in your life is in their life, and it comes through in the music.
Yeah.
And it bridges that gap where we don't understand each other.
Yeah.
So I knew that was something we all knew. That was something we
wanted
wanted to take part in.
contribute to that.
Yeah.
It's a very special. It's an honor to be able to bring people together and make people just enjoy their time in this life
Yeah.
and feel some form of strength and understanding.
Yeah.
And so when we pretty much started, I'd say 2009, we moved away from our parents. We lived in Thailand, London,
Wow. Nice.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
We raised over there.
Oh, I love
We were
Amsterdam.
in
Nice.
Kenya,
We-
I
Tanzania.
love
We
that.
became very much so acclimated with the lifestyles of all these different cultures.
Yes.
And that inspired us as well to continue to bring that all to the forefront
Yeah.
and put that in our music.
Yeah.
And so we moved to LA. We started working with different producers and we went on tour with our Uncle Bob before he passed away. We did his last tour with him,
Yeah.
and that was an honor.
You've been doing things very like humbly, like my
Yeah.
parents. You're not
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, you're my uncle." Like,
Yeah,
go
our
ahead, say the
Uncle Bobby
names.
Womack.
Bobby Womack.
Our parents.
The greats.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Linda and Cecil
But
Womack.
let me add something. It was so amazing to build that bond with him because we were raised outside of the States, so we didn't get a chance to get to know him like that. So luckily we were able to just like get so close to him, and he taught us so much, and he was like managing us for a minute, and we were working on the
Sensei.
album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really
So,
loving. It was open. He takes care of his team. He taught us a lot about the road, how you carry yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So,
And we had to do living as well, you know. Growing up on the road with our parents,
you
it
missed some
wasn't
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't the
Dating.
standard
Regular stuff.
upbringing, you know.
Yeah.
we
Dating,
were at every
having friends.
show. We were
was
at
obsolete.
every
Wow.
interview.
Yeah.
They took
Literally
us out
waiting in the
as a
lobby while they were
party.
having meetings. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our life was on the road with them.
Very interesting. So you guys have lived in a lot of places. Do you guys find it hard to be just in LA?
Well, not now because we really have, a good foundation as far as the team we're working with.
Okay.
I actually liked it.
I was a little tired of the traveling. Just
Yeah,
my parents
grass
like,
is greener
it's been a
on
bit
the other
much.
side.
Okay, and that's another thing too. When we did move away from London and we came to LA, we were going through life experiences.
Yeah.
Dating for the first time.
Yeah.
And
Wait, so when did you what age did you guys really start dating?
19, I first started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 19 too. She was a little
I
older.
was like 20.
Wow.
21.
Yeah, it took a minute. We were late bloomers.
That's like college.
Yeah.
Is
Because we were moving around.
Yeah.
Our parents had us
you
in some of these
can't
countries.
date when
Our dad knew
your
what he was
dad's
doing.
with you all the
I
time.
did it on purpose.
Exactly.
He did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
He knew what he
Because
was doing.
He was buying our clothes. It just wasn't right.
Yeah, Bermuda
Yeah.
shirts, T-shirts.
Yeah.
He didn't want nobody really coming after us.
He
but
wanted us
Understood.
to stay young.
I had a very bright personality when I was younger, and when I was going into high school, my dad was like I used to wear bright suspenders and like these glasses and stuff like that. I was like obsessed with 90s culture and TLC to be exact.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Love them
too.
too.
But my dad was
Amazing
like,
queens.
Nyla, you're going into high school. I had an older brother there, and he's like, you will not embarrass your brother. You will not wear this. He literally like, you will not wear this. You won't wear that. And I felt away, so I understand that whole. I can't wear what I want to wear.
It's a
thing.
journey,
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna go through that period of time where you find yourself,
Growing.
So working with different producers,
Finding the sound.
finding the
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
I think after so many different life experiences, we really knew what it is we wanted to bring to the table, you know. And love in itself is a whole world. It can change you.
Yeah.
It can make you a totally different person, better or worse. And that's where we got a lot of inspiration from for the songs that we've written and composed over the years.
Yeah, especially for this EP.
Heartbreak too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to
You
be
write some of the best
resilient.
songs
I
when
was
you're
gonna
broken
say,
down.
like, do we
To
have
be
any
resilient
positive
in your
stories?
journey.
Yeah,
No, it's
No, there's
positive.
a lot of,
I feel like you haven't
It's
lived.
50-50.
Finding love,
It is
losing love.
50-50.
It's all
part of
part of
growing.
living.
Yeah.
So
The
that's
balance of
the
life.
balance.
Yeah.
And you can't appreciate love until you got your heart stomped down. And kicked
You know what it, you know what
You're
it
right,
means.
honestly.
You know what it means.
I
For
know
someone to be
I
good
am
to you.
human.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a human.
And yo, the process of recovering though is
Oh, it's real.
hard, man.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear any girl playing Ashanti, I'm foolish. I'll just go give her a hug. Like,
You know that
That's
hits
a
hard.
jam right there.
yeah.
You do that for all of us.
it. You need those. That.
But what do you guys do whenever you're going through a heartbreak, or what have you done?
Oh,
Is it just pen?
I smoke some weed
Beyonce.
first and foremost. I get a little whiskey out, you know what I'm saying?
man.
Then I start
I put
talking
on
to
that
myself
Lauryn
in the
Hill
mirror.
X Factor,
You're better
gotta
than
cry
this.
it out, you know.
Yeah, definitely Lauren. That's
No.
great.
I give my brother my phone, and he moves in.
So you don't.
He's like,
He
you know,
does all the
you
texting.
ain't- You
for
ain't
her.
no weak. You ain't calling nobody. You ain't picking that phone up.
Are you
ain't
the
going-
baby?
No,
You would
I'm
think.
not oldest, but they,
We
you
treat her
know,
like she's the baby.
I babied them a little bit as much
Okay.
as I could because they grow up so strong. But you know, like I was trying to be a mother when I was like 7. I was like, y'all are my responsibility, you know. And now they're like, oh no, we're gonna take care of you a little bit, you know.
I love that.
Even
It's
though
the
when
natural
you're
order of
younger,
things.
but-
For the
Yeah.
younger ones to take
Yeah,
on.
they try to baby me a little bit. So my brother was like, no, you're gonna stay here in the house. You do your crying thing over there, and I'm not letting anybody in this house. You're not leaving here. I'm not giving you your phone back until you're like straight.
I love that.
And I was
That's
like, please just let me
good
answer
thing
my
about
call.
brothers.
He
Yeah.
was like, no, I blocked him on all your social media too.
That's a good
And then I
brother.
was like, all right, okay, I'm gonna shake this. I was like in a rehab or something. Shake this. I'm like, okay, you got
But
this.
yeah, love, man.
Yeah.
Love.
But there's happy
definitely
points. I mean, when
inspires
you get a chance to listen to our EP, like you'll see, like it's a good
Yeah,
balance.
it had to be good.
There's
for you
some
to be
finding
tripping
love.
about,
There's
you
some
know?
being
Yeah.
excited about love. Then there's like the bad part about where it can go.
No, I think just my favorite ones were the sad ones.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's
Sometimes
can't
the
lie.
sad songs don't sound
can't
sad.
lie.
It's more
upbeat.
consistent.
So we
that
want you
things
to
go
know.
wrong.
We want you to know
Seems-
that you can dance and cry at the same time.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
sad, but it actually
Little
feels
pop
good.
laugh while you're crying.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
get
that's
this out
the
of my
setup.
system. That's how it's supposed to be. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna cleanse this. You're gonna move on. You're
Yeah.
gonna
And
feel
it will
like
be
you're gonna
okay.
live,
Mhm.
but you're gonna do it.
So, okay, so what inspires your guys' style?
Ooh,
All the
goodness.
music we've listened
TLC
to. the whole-
definitely.
All
Yeah.
the music
Crazy Sexy Cool record.
and experiences.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would say growing up in the studio with our parents a lot, like learning production from our dad was crazy because he could play instruments like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Do you guys play?
I play
I play the
guitar
drums.
and the
Yeah,
bass
piano.
a bit.
Wow.
Piano, enough chords to put the song.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Right with
mostly
it, you
we
know.
do our composing.
No John Baptiste over here, but I'm working on
Right.
it. I'm working on
Yeah,
it.
we'll eventually start doing it on stage.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But that's
Thank
pretty much where the inspiration comes from. I think our journeys in life really inspired a lot of our songs, personal experiences,
Yeah.
loss, you know.
Yeah.
I personally, you know, went through a period of time where I was dealing with my husband being incarcerated, and that was a really big deal for me as far as in my life. You know, I experienced a lot during that time, and when he got out, we were moving to Atlanta, and due to whatever is going on down there, I'm not sure why there's so much violence, but my husband was shot and he didn't make it. And so over the past 2 years, it's been a real big journey for me
Healing.
to even still do music, you know, because I kind of lost my inspiration. But having my sisters around me and making all those sacrifices we made in the past to stick together and to do what we set out to do, that's really what keeps us going. And that's the inspiration in our music as well, the struggle. Because what people don't know is that we're creating the legacy for ourselves from the bottom up. Being that it was a first time for the ones before us, our parents, our grandparents, they were the first to be owning their own music and be doing certain things that just hadn't been done before. And they weren't able to really set that foundation to where we could benefit from it. So the wealth and everything that we want to see happen in this family from here on out, we're going to be the start of that.
Yeah.
Because
Generational.
it was new to them. They didn't really know how to pass it
And
on.
the world didn't want to give it to them.
Yeah.
You know, they fought.
It's a deep
tooth
thing
and nail.
to be able to.
Honestly, the fact that your parents and your grandparents were even able to do it, like the freedom they had, they're minimizing that.
Right, and it
to
killed
a
him.
T.
Exactly.
It
Yeah,
killed
there's a
our
lot.
grandfather trying to have that kind of power at that point in his
Yeah.
career. That's what killed him. So for us to experience no real support as far as in our lives, as foundation wise, it was a big deal for us to make sure that from this point on, this family is going to be rock solid. All the music that we have given to the world, that's also going to be acknowledged, and it's going to hold a place in the world where music
Appreciate
should have a lot more to do with the way things are. And I feel like it does, but it's influencing negativity. It's influencing deaths and murders. And we want to bring back love.
Yeah.
We want to bring back understanding.
Yeah.
And that's what's missing and not being as
There's some of
focused
it
on.
out there, but it needs to be so much
It
more.
needs to be more focused.
Because there has to be
because
really
there-
holding it down.
There is
but
really some great artists out
Yeah.
here, but even them, I don't feel like they're getting the attention that they
they
deserve,
yeah.
making such art that keeps us alive,
I
keeps
think
us living.
the key
and
word
loving.
in there that you just said is art, because looking at it, it's like the music. I don't even want to call like what you guys make music, because it's like the music is business. Music is the music business, so that's why like trash art can sell. And
Yeah.
sell fast.
Exactly.
Whereas like real
Oh.
art is art. It's something that you live with, you admire, you keep for a long
Yeah.
time.
Love is threatening.
Yeah.
Love is
I think
threatening.
togetherness is threatening.
Yeah.
When people are
Peace.
unified and there's peace and understanding,
And support.
to
from one another.
corrupted souls, that's a threat. And so that's not been sponsored in this world as much as it should be. And that's why we need to do more focusing on love, leadership, and what do our children have after we're gone.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the problem, especially in the Black community, is it's been so bleak.
Take and grab. Like,
So you
what can
take
I
what you
grab?
can,
But
you're
it's not
closing doors
about the
behind you,
people
or maybe
coming
you didn't
behind
even
you.
worry
Yeah.
that the door was closing
Or
behind
you
you.
think you're not gonna make it, so you have to enjoy
You have this-
everything.
Yeah,
right now.
push others out.
Attitude
It's only
Think
be
about
one.
like
the
it's here and
future,
now.
you know?
And so there's not a lot of generational wealth. And we want to make sure that other families think about that and that we have that in our family from here on out, because that's not been a foundation. And I think that's what everybody needs to remember, is that music is the most biggest influence on our souls.
Yep.
We're water, you know? If you were to curse at somebody every day and tell them that they're ugly, they're nothing, they're not going to do anything special with their life. But if you let them know that they're somebody,
Uplifting.
that they're loved, that they're beautiful, and they can do anything, that's a whole nother world.
It's like what you feed your mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that exists in music. That love, the understanding, and the compassion for one another.
And it's
because
supported financially.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah.
That's our goal, you know?
I love that.
Bring more peace and
So,
love.
what would you guys say? You guys have been involved in music literally since birth, but this is y'all first EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is
It's been a minute.
that?
We've been battling.
Everybody
It's
wants
been
to take your gift away from you and give you some trash
That's the sad
that
thing,
you
too.
can peddle and try to make it with that instead.
Yeah.
Like, if you come to them and you say, I believe in myself, you know what I'm saying? If you just give me this loan, I'll build this
Yeah,
house.
we had some
They
crazy
wanna
situations.
tell you
we
how
had
to
to get
decorate
straight,
your
you
We
know,
had
house.
two,
business.
You know
three
what I'm
bad
saying?
situations that
Yeah.
really tied us up.
held
you know?
us down.
The problem is when you're a good person and you connect with people
trusting.
and you believe in them,
Yeah.
you wait through the fire. You know,
Yeah.
whether it's a bad
People
situation
will waste your time.
with an investor or somebody investing in you, something go wrong, you wait it out. And a lot of the time, that takes up 2 years out of your journey.
life.
Yeah.
And people be
So
wondering what
much.
happened to you.
Yeah.
Signed a deal with someone. They didn't really have the interest in the
Yeah.
music. They just wanted a quick come up.
Yep.
That's pretty much what happened between our last release, which was 2017. That was Darling.
Yeah.
That song really kicked us off as far as our independent
And
start.
we did that.
Yeah.
We had someone approach us. We believed in them. They
Yeah,
were
they
giving
kinda
us the right
derailed
feedback. We
things.
did a whole record together. Content, everything.
Yeah,
Music
and-
videos. This situation did not get to blossom because that person was focused on money. They robbed us of everything that was invested in us. We pretty much lost everything we created together. And then on top of that, 2020, my husband dying, we were like in a weird place.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
for Kucha, like I said, she's
She moved in with
the rock
Yeah.
in this
Brought it
family.
back.
She gives us
And
that push and keeps us going and makes us realize what's important. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be sitting here right now because I felt like, okay, after all we've been through and now this, you know, because life gives you so many blessings, but when blessings start to vanish, it's really hard to hold on to your sanity.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to keep the ones around you that
Yeah.
have that extra bit of
It can
strength.
bring you ground.
Because
to
she
remind
moved in
you
with
to
Monty
keep
after
moving.
Yeah.
the death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after the death
Well,
of
she
my
kinda moved in,
husband,
yeah.
I
You
moved in
moved
with
in with
her.
her. Yeah.
That was my healing time. And just 21, we came together with people that we really trust, and we're giving this
Yeah.
music to the world again, and it's
Yeah.
powerful.
And we're not
And it's
in a
finally coming out,
position
so we're
right
so
now
happy.
where anybody can tell
Nobody
us,
can
oh,
take
you can't
anything
put
from
anything out.
us.
Want
It's
to
solid.
say this just in the spirit of what we're talking about. We didn't believe that we could do it by ourselves.
Yeah.
We wanted to have somebody come along and take our efforts and take it to the next level.
Right.
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 Standard
And
machine.
Yeah, and when you turn your power over and they don't do that, they do less than you did. It's almost like, wow, I could have.
You just
it.
shot
They
yourself
literally
in the
fade
foot.
you to
Yeah.
black.
They
Exactly.
faded
Yeah.
you to black. That's
Exactly.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And so, if you're doing something for yourself, don't look down on what you're doing. You know, it
takes
looks
time.
a lot bigger to other people. Than
Takes a
you think
village.
It does. But stay at the helm. You know what I'm saying, and stay at the wheel.
The forefront
Don't
of your
turn your
dream.
dream over thinking
That somebody knows.
because they're a company, they're gonna pay more attention to you than you pay to yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're your biggest priority. You just have
Yeah.
to keep that in
To
mind.
stay.
Well,
forefront.
I'm glad you guys learned that, and I'm so glad that you guys did not let that stop you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank
it's
you.
made us stronger, and we wrote a lot of good songs behind it.
It definitely made you
Exactly.
stronger. It's all a part of the process.
It's all about inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share it.
And we know other artists are going through that. So
Yeah.
keep your
People,
head up.
everybody's going through that. Whether you got laid off and you know,
Yeah.
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 Bounce
you're looking
back.
for
There
some
is
motivation.
The
so
comeback
much
is real.
Yeah.
to overcome.
Exactly. I love that. That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Dang, man. I'm really glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are
I'm
still
sorry, I'm
here.
gonna talk
We're
about.
glad to be
Yeah,
here with
I
you.
went so long just
talking to myself.
Right?
But yeah, there's so much that that has happened, and
Yeah.
it can look like, oh wow, what happened on your journey, but
Yeah.
it's life.
Yeah, it's
You
real.
know, life takes
And a lot of
over.
people don't want to admit, the real life thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
all about life, and that's what this is.
Our father was our first manager, right? And
Why did he stop?
He passed.
His
Oh, he
health.
passed.
Yeah. And
Well, he
then
was
our
kind
Uncle
of done
Bob
with it
took
before. He was
over.
tired of our mouths.
Yeah.
I think for the
he
most
was
part,
like,
let us
Daddy's
go.
girl, you gotta
we
be
No,
are.
we're definitely
We're
daddy's
daddy
girl.
Major, especially
Through
her.
and through.
her
Our
my
dad
God.
he
I'm
was
a daddy's
like
girl.
a best
He's like
friend.
the king.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
He
that.
wanted to know about
Yeah.
everything, whether it was the
No.
guy situations or
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah.
We'd be lighting up
I
a
think he
joint
manages
together,
just
just
to
talking
watch
about
us,
what
to be
happened for
honest.
the
I love that.
what happened, what somebody did. So yeah, I definitely miss those times. And
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
losing my
took
husband,
time
I
off.
understand our mother's
Long degree.
distance.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when our dad passed away, she went
had
on
to
a
go
hiatus.
refocus.
Mhm.
She,
Oh, but about the management though, I would say that our dad, for him, it was very hard for him because our parents, both of our parents, dealt with trauma within the industry. You know, our dad's brother died really young, and then our mother's father was assassinated when she was 11. So it was very hard for them to kind of let us go into the industry.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
like-
afraid.
It was
They
like
didn't want us
pulling
to.
teeth. They didn't really want us to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
Joey.
managed us, but it was more like to watch.
No, it's like
You realize-
Right,
To
right.
be
You think you're
honest,
going to a
to
meeting, you're going to
be
dinner.
honest with
Yeah.
you, they were standing in the way of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mm.
They were like, I don't want you with those
You just
people.
broke it down standing in the
Or
way.
no, you can't do a modeling contract.
Right.
Or you know, you can't
Yeah, it
do
was a lot of
anything
prominent
unless
They,
I'm
people.
they,
present.
they meant well.
Yeah,
They
fear
meant
it's all
well,
out, you
love
know.
and
Yeah.
protection.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to take the reins in your life. You know, you have
Yeah.
to stay in control. And
Yeah.
that's really what it all boils down to.
It's weird. It's a weird balance with like listening to guidance from people who have lived it
Yeah.
to just following your heart.
Yeah.
Because like I know
Crazy.
it's something I honestly just realized, which is kind of why we're in the studio. But it's like, okay, you know, this does make sense. It does sound like good sound advice, but my mind is telling me this, and I have to follow
You
this.
have to follow what's inside your soul.
Yeah,
Because another person's experience is not
it's
your
not
experience.
yours.
And their
Yes.
advice to you is more fear than what you're feeling inside,
Yeah.
which is
They mean well, but
intuition.
it could
Yeah, but it's-
stifle you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of the sisters, you know how there's like those party memes, like, yeah, I'm the one that's taking all the shots. I'm the one who's taking a nap before, you know, whatever. Like, which one is which?
I'm definitely the most party. Like I bring the
Yeah, she's
the
the
You bring the
loud.
party.
Like I'm the one
energy.
to bring the turn up.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm always trying to make sure we're having a good time.
All right.
I will probably make sure that everybody doesn't get lost.
Right.
Makes
you
it home.
definitely stay
I'll be the
mother.
designated
mama.
driver.
She tries to be
Designated driver.
Yeah, I'm the designated
Okay,
driver.
got it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you can go ahead and turn up.
All right.
But you know, I probably can hold my liquor better than both of them put together.
Period.
I'm really
I like
the
that.
designated driver.
I'll turn up
honestly.
at the house.
See,
I know I turn
you're
up.
not giving me the designated. You're giving me.
She's
I'm designated
Weirdly
driver, but I'm
enough-
gonna drink a little bit. But I'll drink this water bottle before I leave.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, even though I be like turning up a lot,
That
I
sounds about
usually
right.
am the one in the best condition after we
No,
all
but-
finish.
But still, at the
You know
end of the day,
I'm right in the middle
the
between
one
both
that
of them.
drives
No.
I'm very organized. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very.
Oh, happy birthday!
She is the on
Thank you.
point.
Yeah.
She's the on point
24th.
with details. After
Yeah,
she
but I
wants
can
to
turn
ask
up too, so I feel like I'm right in between.
You're
Yeah.
probably so anal.
We can
Are you
Yeah.
getting that anal with the music?
Yeah.
She's on point.
Oh
Yeah,
my
She
God.
wants to
Details.
discuss things like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. She's like, in the morning, waking up. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. I'm like, oh my god.
She
Go to
And,
sleep.
and I'm like, we got.
I
this
try. I'm a
already.
bit of a control
We've
freak. I try
done
to
this several
nail it
I
down.
thank God for her though, because like I
Yeah.
said, we probably
You
wouldn't
need
even have
it.
made it to New York without Richard.
Yeah,
Like the flight's at this
Yes.
time, the car's at this time.
You
Oh
need
my
that.
God.
You really do.
Definitely. What's
do
your
balance.
side?
I'm a Gemini. I don't like to say because people assume that I'm like batshit crazy, but that's really not the case. I'm actually more of twice the love, twice the energy, twice the effort.
Wow,
That's why.
I
Yeah.
see what you did there.
Yeah,
She
I-
made
I-
it. She
the
took it
positive.
over the positive.
I see what
Right?
you did
Twice
there.
the
What sign
pleasure.
are you?
I'm a Leo.
Okay,
I love your people.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
part Leo too. I
We're-
can feel the energy.
Okay, yeah, we're
Right.
close. We're right
Love
next to
it,
each other.
love it.
Leo, we make good love.
Do we?
I'm
Yeah.
an Aries.
Man,
You're an
Gemini?
Aries. Okay, fire sign.
Geminis and Leo. I was
Really?
with a Leo a long time ago.
Okay.
He was a great
Good
lover, but he
match.
was
I didn't
trash
know
bag. Yeah, he was a great
The
lover.
men are different.
He was a
We'll
great
talk
Yeah,
about
the,
that
yeah,
another
the men are
second.
different. I don't want to.
Yeah, men are different. We need to read up on that.
And she's
though.
an Aries, so
I'm
we
an
got a
Aries.
little.
Okay,
bit of
fire.
both.
I have a lot of contemplation going on in my mind.
Why?
Yeah, because we just think so much. Like I've seen
Yeah.
10 years into the future by now because I've thought my life out that far.
That's
Yeah.
good though.
So I'm strategizing
Yeah.
for the group, you know.
She said, so I'm strategizing for the group.
Yeah.
Constantly, 24/7, even when no one wants it.
No, even back in the day, I was like,
Like,
oh God, we
Benji,
need to be on
please.
YouTube, guys. I started our YouTube.
Yeah, BG did
Yeah,
start
she
our
did.
YouTube
Instagram
page.
and our Twitter.
Yeah.
And all
She
of
got
our
us on the social
media.
media.
Honestly,
we're
you
doing
guys
more
have a little
singing.
bit of everything that is definitely
Yeah.
for us.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
It's a good
Thank
mix.
you.
Sister activity going
Right?
on.
Yeah.
Righty and Monty, you know, keep everything stable. Make sure we're not getting too fake.
Yeah. I definitely, I would
This is
say
all about
that,
business. Calm
yeah,
down.
I
Let's
try
have
to,
some
because I'm a
fun.
very heartfelt, like I just get very emotional as
Yeah.
far as my attitude and approach on things. So these two definitely keep me
She's
mellow.
real.
Yeah. I'm dramatic.
Hey,
I'm
yeah.
dramatic.
She's real.
Yeah, that's a good
She's
word.
real.
Passionate. I'm passionate.
I love that.
I
Passionate.
can get a little
Fiery.
irate, but it's all in love.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
So, how do you guys feel about the current state of music coming from such, like, you know, historically legendary and impactful artists?
I'll let you go
Ooh,
first, BJ.
Great question.
Oh, you know what? Our parents raised us that all music is different music. Everybody picks and chooses what they like. So I just focus on the music I like, and everybody else focus on what they like. You know,
That's a good way to
I
put it.
have the artists
I-
that get me
Sorry.
through the day, and I respect and love them, and I thank them for continuing to do what they do. You know,
Yeah, I don't like the whole R&B is dead thing. I feel like there's so
That's not
many
true.
amazing R&B artists out
Yeah.
here. I
Maybe
feel
girl
like-
groups are dead.
Yeah,
I don't see any
groups,
girl
period,
groups.
are
they might be
kinda
working
dead.
on it, but we're here.
I would love to be the one to
At your
help
service.
get it back
We'll
going.
help. Yeah,
sure.
no,
I know, yeah,
I
let's
love.
do a girl
I
group
feel
tour.
like I can kind of see both sides. I can see where people might be a little frustrated with some of music, especially looking back at like some of the music that came in the past, like in the '90s,
Yeah.
or early 2000s, or even the '80s. But I feel like there's a lot of good people out here right now. Like
sure.
they're weathering through the
They
storm.
really are. There's some
Yeah.
great artists out here. I love Chris Brown's latest project. I
Her.
love Masego. I love her.
Jasmine
Jasmine
Sullivan's holding my
Sullivan.
soul
There's
down.
so
Jasmine
many.
Sullivan,
bones.
You want to
yes.
feel
There's
some
so-
R&B alive in your
So
system?
many
just
talented
go with
Yeah.
people, and
Yeah.
we'd
Ari
love
Lennox.
to work with them.
There's a lot of people.
But what
Yes,
people
y'all are.
really mean by that is that the support for R&B was dead.
And you know
It's
what?
starting to come back.
You know what I do think is that in this world
In the
of
business.
selling things, and that's the part that I kind of gets on my
Drama
nerves.
cells, you mean?
No, is that a
It's
lot
not
of
a
the
product.
times people are pushed into making everything a product. Like, will it sell? Did it sound like the last hit?
Right.
And you
Make it
miss the
and market
magic.
later.
You miss the magic in creating something from your heart.
Yeah.
And that's really what I think is missing. More heartfelt freedom.
Yeah.
Totally.
Freedom with the creativity
Freedom would be
rather
the
than
word.
just trying to sell some records and give people what you think they
Or
want.
fall into a
That's
genre
generic.
bag.
Yeah, you
just
saw
make great music.
our Capitol Records had signed the AI artist.
Oh, that
We
was
were
weird.
just talking about it.
That's crazy. We were just talking about
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
And
So
I'm like,
it's
a real artist, you know, an actual person will have a hard time getting a deal. But, you know, I think it's a
No,
weird
because
time.
the AR artist is going to do what they want you to do.
That's
which is
but
everything.
that's what
they
that
say to do.
represents.
And not get
Somebody
tired.
controlling
That was so wild.
Not
I thought
need
it was
to
a
eat.
joke for like days.
You don't need a
Yeah.
budget.
And so I think that's probably what people mean when they say that it feels dead, is because a lot of the times these records are being accumulated or broke down. Some executives probably telling you, oh, this doesn't sound like a hit.
too much
Oh,
control.
you need to go back in the studio,
Yeah.
make something like you did before. And that's generic. You should allow every artist,
Get it
every
out.
human being should be
Yeah.
allowed to say what's going on inside.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the past,
Freely.
the only way we got trends was from people doing different things. Like Timberland came in with a sound, the Migos came in with a sound that people
Yeah.
were really doing.
When you think about
Important.
the
Like, we need
90s,
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
everybody was just shooting in the dark. Let's try this. This is my idea. Let's try that. And that's the excitement, I think, that we probably are at a standstill because a lot of people are just trying to get a hit
Make
rather
it,
than
make
A lot of
it.
people
follow
are
your
willing to
heart
take a chance.
and do something
Make
that
some
feels
music.
right
if
to
it's
you.
a hit, it's a hit. Oh well.
Because
Yeah.
those usually are the records that people feel the most.
Yeah.
It's when an artist went in the studio and did something from the heart and they didn't have somebody leaning over them talking about, oh, that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
use that.
marketable.
That's the run genre.
That doesn't sound, you know, like your last hit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's where the genericness comes in, is when people start telling you what to
Yeah,
do.
so I would definitely agree with you. I think more freedom in the music
More
industry would be
freedom.
great. People
Yeah.
experimenting.
Exactly. Experiment.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Don't be afraid to fail.
right?
If
you don't have to
it's
wear
not
the
a
same
hit
shoes
now,
every
in
day.
100 years, they might think you're a god.
Yeah. Have
True
fun
enough.
with it.
Right?
Exactly.
I don't think I caught everybody's name one by one, just so
You got down the
John
line?
BG.
VG.
I'm Symone.
Samani.
Kucha.
Kucha.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Well, our
I know you're
family-
everywhere, but
We're a little bit country, a little bit rock
It's so
and
crazy
roll, a
because
little
we were
bit
born in all
African.
different places. I was
I-
born in the Bahamas.
I was born in Virginia.
Yeah.
She was born in LA.
Wood.
But our parents, they took a very big journey back to Africa They changed all of our names. We all had different names at birth. It was really important for them, especially growing up in the 40s and the 50s, to find themselves as Black people.
Yeah.
So they went through this journey back to Africa. We lived in a village, no electricity. We pretty much detoxed from everything that was pretty much
Toxic.
on us.
Yeah.
And that was a deep experience, and it definitely was for our dad and our mom, because they seen the heat of it, growing up in that
The
time.
civil rights movement.
So they gave us
That's
all
traumatic.
these very beautiful, like exotic
African
African
names.
names.
Nigerian.
So my
We're in
name's even
Kwanzaa.
longer. Yeah, all of our names are actually a lot longer, even than what we told you. So
Yeah.
Oh, my
you don't wanna
name
hear
is
that.
I said
No,
BG.
I actually do.
BG is my nickname.
But tell me
I
what
put
it
it. It's the Kumba.
Sakumba?
Yes, like Kumba, the day of creativity.
Yeah, it's from Kwanzaa.
yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Wait, all of you guys' names came from Kwanzaa?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm Faith. That's what Zamani
I'm
means.
creativity.
Self-determination, Zakucha Gula.
So maybe we should start a holiday around me.
Yeah.
We should
celebrate us.
We should make sure everybody
We
knows
do
about
celebrate
the
it when my
holiday.
day comes up. Like we'll do like a little something.
I love
Right.
that.
Pop the champagne.
Holiday tradition.
That's dope. A lot of Black people in this country are not tapped in. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have had an experience that I wish a lot of people would have, because they would see the world. In
Culture is
different-
so important.
And it's
Yeah.
uplifting. It makes you feel like somebody.
You are somebody. Everybody's somebody. And I think the thing
Everybody
that
has a
makes us
history.
so beautiful and interesting individually is we all have these cultures and different things that make us us.
Yeah,
So
make it special.
you want to make sure that you know everything that's beautiful and special about you and your family. I think it'll make you a lot more proud of who you are.
Did your parents ever move back to the States, or you guys were just like, all right, I'm
No,
tired?
Yeah,
they
we-
never. Once they
Tapped
left
out.
in '92, they never moved back.
Yeah.
They only
Wow.
came here to visit us, like late
And to
2009,
see our Uncle
2010.
Bob
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
when he
they were
was
pretty
young.
adamant about just
Good for them.
following the peace.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like, good for them. That
It
sounds
was-
like a good plan later in my life.
Exactly.
It was good for
Right.
them. It was good for them.
Yeah, it was definitely fun, but I just feel like as we started to grow, especially into women, we were we just need to sit down for a second, and just
Right?
Oh my god.
Need some of that.
I was like, I want to have a human experience.
Yeah,
have
that
a
too.
friend.
People are different everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And I definitely feel like we all really started falling in love and stuff when we came back to the States. I think that's where you find your spirit animal.
Yeah.
Is where you roam. So
Were you guys watching like romantic movies?
Yes,
or were, like, love
definitely.
stories?
Sex
Oh
and the
my
City.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Just waiting on the day to be touched. I want somebody to just touch me. I don't know what it feels like, and I'm dying inside. Yeah, it made me a very, high sex drive person. I think going through my teens and my early 20s without any serious consistent activity, I'm a beast right now. I think you get, you just get turned on just being around me, because I'm just, it's just coming all off me.
No, that is hilarious.
I love men. They're the greatest creation given the life.
Yo, are you in love right now?
I'm still in love with my husband,
Okay.
so it's hard for me to enjoy sex like I used to. But I'm dying for somebody to knock it back into me. Make it feel good.
Lord.
Yeah, no, because right now I don't feel shit.
You need something.
That's why I've
with
been
no
having the
strings
roughest
attached.
sex of my life.
Didn't she
I've been
curse?
acting
She
crazy.
said that
Yeah.
again. Okay.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. I'm a cursor.
I like the honesty.
But yeah, I'm really horny. I'm really depressed when it comes to the fact that I
done.
lost somebody. This
Yeah.
beautiful Russian man was the best thing that ever happened to me. I've never
Aw.
felt all the senses in my body come alive until I met Mikhail Shear, the love of my life. And so I think everybody should experience.
It's hard to connect with people,
Real
you meet
love.
somebody that's real. It's like you
Yeah.
try to match that, and that could be the kind of like the.
But yeah, it's just made me a beast in the streets now, because
What does that mean?
it's got to be hard because I don't feel nothing down there. It's
You
it's
know
a
what?
mess.
I think you actually need to go the other route. I think you need to be active.
Cleanse.
Yeah, you need
No,
to be
Yes.
I'm gonna get a there's a thing. It's like ayahuasca. You
Oh,
go out in
okay,
the
okay,
desert
okay.
and they have you sniff
Rejuvenate
up some
you.
dust or something.
No, I don't
and
know
it
about that.
rejuvenates your whole body.
I think it's
Like-
like drinking tea.
It's tea.
whatever it is, I'm gonna do it. And it's like between my brain and what's going on
Yeah,
downstairs.
she needs real healing.
Yeah,
and
it's
time
emotional.
to-
Yeah, no,
give
yeah.
yourself
Realign the
an
chakras.
exorcism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But yeah,
I think
love
that
is
what
deep.
kind of the cursing that can be is trying to match that passion.
Because
It's hard.
she went through that too.
Oh, you just have to get deep.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, gun violence is a problem,
Unfortunately.
and I lost my boyfriend like that too. It's just
Wow.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
In Atlanta as well.
In LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Billy
I
the
don't
Beast.
let mine out the house.
She really doesn't. She drives into work, make sure he gets in the house.
Go inside.
Get inside right now.
Stay inside.
It's 10 o'clock. You better go home.
It's
We're not even
11.
joking.
Are you in the
No,
house?
she's not that bad.
BG's got a bulletproof vest on, following her man around.
You don't have security, all that bulletproof guy. I'm getting the Tesla truck.
You really do gotta arm your loved ones because it's a
You
wild
really do.
world.
Have
Why-
you guys seen Angie Martinez did an interview with Lauren London? And she
Yes,
was
my
like,
God.
I love that.
Yo, it was so
So
good,
I
right?
feel for my sister.
So good.
There's
So
no
No words.
And I gained some insight from watching her too, like what she had to say.
Words
Me
for
too.
that.
Yeah.
So
Such
like
a
insightful.
strong,
It's tough,
strong woman.
and it
Yeah.
doesn't get any easier. It seems like it gets weirder throughout time.
She seems so strong though. Like when
Yeah,
I
she
watch her,
did.
I'm like,
But
But
man.
she's on her
She's
spiritual
pulling
journey now
through.
too. In the
Yeah.
interview, she said
Yeah.
now she wants to be a monk for a few years and all this
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm like, wow. Have
It's
you
amazing.
I really-
Huh?
you
Take my hat
understand?
off. I understand that, and I think another thing is too. People always seem a lot stronger than they are.
Yeah.
Like
They
I was
pull it
crying.
together.
I cry all the time out of missing my husband.
Yeah.
The thing that would make you think somebody is so strong or they just got it all together is that we want people to be inspired. Any strong, beautiful on the inside person, you want people to be inspired
Yeah.
when they
you
come
don't
around
crumble.
you. So you're not gonna really say how screwed up you feel after losing something so important to you in your life. You want to give inspiration and tell people, yeah, no, there's
It
life
really is
after this.
inspiring to see somebody that
But-
strong though.
You might just feel shitty for the rest of your life, but the fact that you can smile and still try to
Yeah, 'cause
inspire
it
others,
wouldn't be very
Yeah.
inspiring to tell someone that.
exactly. But that's pretty much the feeling.
struggle.
It's really hard to get out of something being taken away from you because in life we have so much power. We turn off the TV, we cut off the lights
Yeah.
when we want to.
You kind of like woken
But
up
when
to
a
the fact that it's not in your
person
control.
has been
Yeah.
ripped out of your existence and you can't communicate with them, there's nothing more mentally overwhelming than
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I take my hat off
Yeah,
to her for
she's-
even trying to
Prayers,
be that smiling
strength to her and the
person
family.
in the
You can tell
interview.
she's done a lot of work too. I think that
Yeah.
that takes a lot of like just like
yeah, no, I
groundwork.
Yeah.
I respect her for wanting to be that positive force.
Yeah,
Inspiration is everything.
for
Yeah.
sure. Speaking of inspiration, I'm excited to hear this EP.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited for you to
It's
hear
been
it.
a long time coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
When are you guys releasing it?
Oh, September 9th.
Okay. I feel like I've
Yes.
seen multiple dates for it.
Well,
No,
you know,
it's definitely September 9th.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not changing.
that's the
No.
irritating thing
That's it.
about
That's it.
clearing
It's the
stuff.
business. You gotta make sure it's all
yeah.
right.
Yes,
You gotta
Yeah.
make sure
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
right. Sometimes people go back on stuff and they see you getting some likes online. They may be like, "Oh, I want more money for that
Okay.
track now." So you deal with these messes.
Any
and you
features or
move
is it
forward.
just you guys?
It's just us, but
Okay.
we're gonna do a remix on some of the songs on the EP.
Yeah, we
and
Yeah.
there's gonna be
Or
some
a couple
features because we
rap
definitely want to
there.
get some rap,
Yes.
on our songs. So we love it all, so we want to make sure that that's in there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited.
Oh.
Well, what's the favorite song off the EP so far?
Oh my god.
I love Blocks. It's
I like Block. I personally
Blocked is
relate
just
to it.
badass,
I really
like-
do.
Blocked is
They're all
amazing.
great.
And I love Daily too. Daily is just one of those songs where
Daily's very
my
when you're
favorite
turned
song.
on by somebody, you see it's all those emotions in that
Mhm.
song.
Yeah. Yeah, but between Block and Daily, that for me.
Yeah, Blocked and
Yeah.
Daily.
I
Those
love
are my
that.
favorite.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for
for
having us,
having us.
Queen. This
Yes.
has been a pleasure.
Yes. Shout out where people can follow you on Instagram.
Yes.
Do it.
The Womack Sisters on all platforms. WOMACK. Sisters spelled the regular way.
Yes.
Where you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the whole
Stay
nine.
tuned, baby.
website,
Stay
yeah.
tuned.
Yes, more to come. Until next time, guys. Thank you so much
Yes.
for watching.
Thank you, love. Thank
Peace.
you.